Hey everyone, this is GeoWill from Productions², and we're back to continue our Prison Architect walkthrough Let's Play. So, when last time we stopped playing, we were right in the middle of a riot, and so here we are again, back with that. We can kind of see what's going on here. We got a bunch of bodies in here. Can't see anything in here though. And actually I found out that this is, the way that works is actually how it's supposed to work. When areas get like crazy hot like this one is, hot meaning, you know, dangerous, guards and riot police will not enter them. We need to send in armed guards to, you know, essentially deal with stuff. Oh, that guy almost made it out, didn't he? Actually, that's broken down, isn't it? Wow. Interesting. Did some of them get out or something? I remember seeing something about escapes. I'm wondering if that is what happened. So we got a, you know, crap storm going on down here. Let's see, let's go down to workers. Looking for my armed guards. Well, you can't really, well, I guess you can put the thing over them and find them that way. There should be one out here too. Yeah. Send them all in here. That's also ridiculous. I just kind of stopped traveling after a while. Tell me to come in there, you dumbass. Come on. Unconscious. Funny. So not quite lethal for some reason. I think that guy's is unconscious. Surrendered. Let's get these guys in here now that we can. And deal with some of this stuff. So, other fronts, I'm still building up the parts for a new computer. I'm probably gonna build it, put it all together, but I'm not actually gonna start using it because I'm gonna be having Windows 10 on it, and that's not coming out until probably, well, I don't know, the OEM RTM version is coming out in June. I think that's when the System Builder version is coming out too, so that's probably when I'll get it, but if not, then I don't know when it'll be, maybe August or something. So it all depends on, wow. Oh, that's right, they're supposed to be up there. I should say, wow, that's all the prisoners that tried to escape. But no, it's just the incoming reception area now. It's like that. So I'll have to see how that works. But I will be building it and then putting the operating system on it. I'm not going to install Windows 7 onto that one. I'll talk about more about that when I'm doing the actual recording. I'm gonna be recording it on a GoPro. I've just got a GoPro 3 Hero Silver Plus, whatever it is. Gonna make a review or an unboxing of an unboxed box thing for that today. Actually after I'm done recording this, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna be using that to record the build for the computer and the unboxing for the stuff as well. Just because the contour I have, the microphone is fracked up, and I never sent it back in to get a new one. Say that was a manufacturing defect, and they were offering to do that, replace cameras, and I just I couldn't wait that long because I got it right before I was gonna start building. So what I did with that is I just used my old H330 headphones, Logitech headphones, to record the audio, and so it was kind of messed up. But we got this camera now. It's got proper audio. I did a couple test things, and it's very, very, very nice. The image quality, recording quality, 1080p at 60 FPS. It's just awesome. What's really funny though is when you go to when you put the files on the computer, put it through the GoPro software. You know, when you first get them, they're like maybe 100 or so, 300 megabytes per minute of 1080p at 60. And when you convert them to AVI, they become like, 1 gigabyte per minute or something. It's just a huge, the compression or the conversion process really enhances the quality for AVI. I think it losslessly converts it to AVI, which is nice. Just gonna turn off the free fire here. I don't think we had an update, did we? I didn't even check. Nope, still 31B. So, Legathon. So we got 80 prisoners coming in at 13 hours. Wow, it's laggy like hell. We need to do a shakedown for sure. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff flying around that people can pick up. I'll try to kill all the doctors over here again. We keep on shooting the doctors and I don't know why. God, this lag is killing me right now. Well, I keep getting doctors, but it seems like they go away or something. I don't know. Makes no sense. I'm not sure where they're going to. It's kind of vanished. I got like 25 doctors, but where the hell are they? I got one over here, a couple over there. They all in the... They must all be in the break room or something. Where the hell I put that at? Oh, that's alright. It's like up here somewhere. No, it's down here. No, there's a couple in there, but... What the hell? The doctor's like having a conniption or something. Conniption fit. So I'm needling this wall. Don't disturb me while I'm needling this wall. Just gonna drop a bunch in here. Where's that one that's needling the wool at again? Over here. See if we can't help him out a bit. Yeah, I got stuck on the friggin' wall or something. Hilarious. Trying to get to one of the guards, apparently. Or something. That pathing got really screwed up. Holy hell. Look at all the wood out there. It's a lot of wood. So somebody had a shotgun. Somebody had a taser. He had some pills, 6 keys, cell phone, a bunch of batons. Somebody had a club. You always want to do a shakedown right after a riot, especially if we had a couple of them, because there's just all sorts of crap that can find its way into the hands of inmates, especially keys. Because whenever you have a riot, you're always going to have some dead staff. And they can just pick those keys right up and stroll right on out. And there won't be anything you can do about it. I like the way that looks. It's kind of awesome. And it's more realistic too. I mean, you wouldn't just have some open area with no lights in an actual prison. Well, I mean, you could, but at the same time, it's like a massive security risk. Trying to figure out what they're still searching. I guess there's still some rooms they have to search, some cells they have to search. But they're spending way too much time out there on that wood. Once again, we have no prisoners over here. Rather, no, doctors, I should say. They've all vanished into obscurity. As there's no doctors there, none there. Where the hell are they at? What are they doing? Are they going out to find prisoners to bring back or something? Maybe that's what they're doing. That's not something they used to do. You used to have to send them to places. Maybe the last update they added in an algorithm to send doctors on, you know, house calls or cell calls, if you will. You know, wherever there's an injured prisoner, they just go find that prisoner and heal them or something. Seems to be what they're doing anyway. Maybe my doctors have just, you know, obtained sentience or something. It's like, get out of that bed. You don't need to be in there. $3,200 places. I think we got most everything, jeez. So go ahead and stop. Let them do their stuff here. Well, there's a swarm of bees here. There comes a bunch more prisoners. 80. That's probably a little bit more than what we can handle at the moment. Let's take it down a bit. 70, that would be like 50, yeah, so take it down to like 50, which should be good. We'll have one extra cell. Won't quite be as much money, but that's fine. We'll still get some money, you know, every day for each prisoner, so Not that big of a deal on the instant payment. And holy crap. I'm just gonna have to help out here because it's gonna take him forever to sell or move all that stuff onto trucks. So I'm just gonna have to help out here. It's got some massive boosts of money here. Like 30,000 for the prisoners and probably about 50 or 60 for all this stuff once I'm done. What's so annoying is that, or just, you know, the game's so laggy that it just takes forever to... Because you can't just go straight over them. If you go over them like this, you miss half the stuff because the game can't detect that it's over it because of the computational lag. So yeah, it's like 100,000 total cash we just got or something, almost. Kind of crazy. There's still all kinds of wood and stuff over here. You can go and sell these boards. Planks, whatever they call them. So we do have a bunch of prisons, cells to still do, but we need to put all the stuff in them. That's where this money's going to go right now. The next set of cells that we do, we're going to do this compact size. So we can have a bit more room for cells. And it won't increase or decrease the price. It won't decrease the price that much, but it will allow it so I can have more prisoners per cell space. I mean, again, you'd have to build a row of like 4 rows of cells to have the extra row be able to be put in, but at the same time we are saving space. Even if it's only one row of cells per row of one row of cells per row of cells that you're adding. One row of map cells for one row of prison cells that you're adding. A little bit not laggy right now, but it's because we're in like the most non-item filled part of the prison right now. I thought about getting Windows 8, you know, just to install on this new system, but it's like, screw it, you know. I'm not even going to deal with Windows 8, I'm just going to skip it. I have not once had to use it, have not used it ever, and I do not intend to use it ever. Windows 8's a piece of crap. I think that's pretty much the general consensus of anyone and everyone in the tech industry. That's not a toady. So that Windows 8 is just a horrible POS. You show me one person sticking up for Windows 8, I'll show you a Microsoft paid reviewer. The only possible positive about Windows 8 that you can possibly have is if you're a mobile user. And Windows 8 was made for, supposedly, aimed at everyone, and not just mobile users. Windows 10 does have the same design principles, but at the same time, Microsoft realized, well, you know, we need to actually make two operating systems instead of trying to just, you know, jerry-rig a operating system for PC based on a mobile operating system and, you know, suck at it. And I bet we'll probably see people saying that Windows 10 is like the Windows 7 of Windows Vista. And that's going to be total BS, that comparison, because Windows 10's going to have an actual desktop operating system. Whereas Windows 8, the operating system for the desktop, was really just an application, really, if you think about it. That ran in the background. There was no additional kind of programming on it, as far as I understand how the desktop actually worked. And that's going to be different for 10, where it's going to be actual, you know, maybe based on a lot of the same architecture as maybe the mobile version, but it's also going to have its own unique coding and whatnot to make it more like desktop-like. Yeah. So it's going to be a properly created thing rather than a steaming pile of crap. Plus, Windows 10 is going to have a kind of a unified coding architecture too, which is something Windows 8 didn't have. That's going to allow you to more easily develop stuff for either mobile or desktop, you know, programs and things. But have a lot of the coding underneath the UI be exactly the same, minus, you know, a couple things that are related to the UI for, like, you know, touch sensing and stuff like that. Yeah, it should be interesting to see how Windows 10 does. It looks like it's going to be a vast improvement though over Windows 8. I need to do plumbing. The horror of plumbing. So, how did that work? I mean, bloody seriously, how did that even work? Wow. It must. Oh, I know why. Because that's the other edge of, yeah. That was the previous edge of what was being done. Sure, that's why. Yes, how did that even get worked? It's like, you know, no way to get to that. In this version, in past versions, workmen could actually go onto these tiles and install things, but they changed that so that they couldn't. They made your workmen less effective. And now we have to go through and spend, you know, a little bit more to do the plumbing for the sake of realism. I say realism be damned. I want my plumbers to have the ability to phase in and out of objects. Plumbers, my workmen. Or make it realism based, but give them, you know, molecular deconstructors or something that they can use to molecularize themselves and yeah, so I kind of pass through walls and things. Oh, I haven't built that one yet, that's why. Let's see what's going on. Pretty sure I put a crapper there. There when it comes to install it. Almost did it. Had some deaths today, probably from snitches and whatnot getting capped. There's just no way to keep that from happening. Unless you go through every prisoner you bring in and say, okay, if you're a snitch, I'm going to put you in protective custody. And there's no reason to do it. It's just ridiculous. I'd rather just have them die. Frankly, to be honest, because then you have to build a whole separate area of prison just for protective custody. And, on top of that, anytime you get into the situation where the two populations might interact, there's always the potential for having them get killed. So until there's some sort of negative action put in for having too many deaths, I don't see any reason for having, you know, any reason to do that. segregating populations, just let someone get killed. It'd be stupid to put in a negative action for deaths, though, because there's no way to stop riots, period. You could have the best friggin' prison known to this friggin' game's, user base, and it could still get riots just because of the way it works. Because of the way that the regime works forces you to have riots. It forces you, because you only have so much time during the day. Once you get a certain number of prisoners, unless you have like 10 canteens and things like that, there's no way that all the prisoners are going to be able to eat or take showers or whatever. And there's no way to operate all that stuff if you're going to have, like a 3 to 1 ratio of prisoners to staff, like some people say they should have. So you're always going to have riots, just the way it goes. And the more prisoners you have, the more riots you're going to have. At least that's from my experience so far. Phone tap? That's interesting. Really? Well, let's go and put... I didn't even notice that before. That's interesting. Phone tap. Let's go all CIA on these guys. Where's my security room at? Anyway, I don't even know. Oh, it's up here, okay. Can I even put one in here? That's another question. I think I can. I think it's a smaller item. Yeah, I was just looking online earlier, and I noticed that AMD is coming out with the G Titan-ish thing now, the 390X soon. And I was like, are you serious? Well, what I'm going to plan to do then is what's going to happen is I'm going to eventually convert this system to water cooling as well. It won't be, as crazy of a system as what I'm going to be building on this one, my new system. But it will be, something more than just a Corsair liquid cooler thing. It'll be a custom system, custom loop. But I'm going to just move my cards that I'm getting now from this current system to my new system to my current system once they release the 390X coolers, and just swap those in. That's going to be like maybe mid to late, well, it'll probably be late to 2016 to mid 2017, because mid 2016 I'm going to be getting a Tesla, and that's going to just, drain my bank account like massive. Oh, damn. The guy's got some keys. Get him. I think that guy's got like a really... He's either tough or has a known reputation. Yeah, so he's either got like a fighter reputation or has a lot of resistance to getting beaten. Probably got another thing starting here. All right. Let's try and head it off. I'm wondering if you could stop a riot by just getting in here and, beating people in submission early on. It's like riots always start down here for some reason. I don't know why. It's like they always down here goes into riot mode, usually. It's ridiculous. There and up here for some reason.